Hey, it's the nerdy sports fan. And the big news on the street right now is Cam Newton is finally under contract. It's been mildly disturbing this offseason how long it took for Cam Newton to get a deal. We're talking former MVP who is a year removed from a Pro Bowl caliber season. He was doing damn good in 2018. 2019, he sat out the bulk of the season, post week 2, due to injury. So, in more recent years, he's had shoulder and foot issues. And for a strong arm quarterback who has some wheels, I mean, the bulk of his value has been the fact that he's a dual threat, that people have to respect that he can run. So he ends up getting coverages that other quarterbacks won't get because people have to respect his legs. Well, having a right shoulder issue and a foot issue for that kind of player, that's problematic. Well, now Cam Newton's had all last season and this off season to actually get healthy. He's had a chance to get probably the healthiest he's been in a number of years going into the season. And he's joining forces with the evil empire. Now, Cam has stated multiple times that he did not ever want to leave Carolina. Carolina gave up on him and forced him out. And he's right, and we have to remember that. All right? Carolina went out and said, hey, we've allowed Cam to seek a trade. Yeah, and immediately Cam called bullshit and said, don't make it seem like this was my choice. You forced me into this. Yeah. I hate corporate speak. I really hate corporate speak. They're always trying to say that the fluffy, nice version of it that'll let them still make money from stupid people. But yeah, they're brutal. Large companies are absolutely brutal. They break things down to a numbers game. There's no faith. There's no, loyalty, all those normal human things that we expect out of somebody that we put a good number of years into. Yeah, does not get reciprocated by a business ever. And you saw that with the Carolina Panthers this offseason. They shed the best player in franchise history for a gamble on Teddy Bridgewater, who really isn't that tough of a gamble. I mean, he's definitely going to be good, as shown by the New Orleans Saints last year when he came in to back up Drew Brees and went 5-0. And this is a first-round quarterback. Bridgewater was drafted in the first round to be the guy in Minnesota. And he just miracled back from an injury that everybody thought this guy's career was done. So there's no ill will towards Teddy Bridgewater, okay? The guy he got picked up by a team who had given up on Cam Newton. And that's it. So I think the offense in Carolina has a chance to be good, but nowhere near as dynamic as it has been in the past. So Bill Belichick has been in contact with Cam since the beginning of that. But, they're cash strapped. They're one of the teams that are closest to the cap, and they have been for a couple of years now because they spend so much money keeping that defense together. The defensive secondary is, as much as I hate to say it being a Bills fan, the best in football. So, yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money. All right, defensive secondary players are worth a lot these days. And they have 3 or 4 of the best in the league all on the same damn team. So, yeah, there's a lot of money on that defense. So there was no money to give Cam Newton anywhere near the kind of contract he wanted. Because, Bill Belichick's been putting it out there for some time now. But the kind of contract that Cam wanted never materialized. I don't know why either, because there's plenty of teams that don't have near as good an option. Just Jacksonville. I mean, as much as I love Gardner Minshew being Florida man with that ridiculous mustache, he's not Cam Newton. The Bears, yeah, Mitch Trubisky's a goddamn tire fire. That's the reason that Nick Foles is there now. But um, yeah, Cam Newton's, in my mind, a better option than both of those guys. Both. And I'm sure the Bears could have used him. I'm sure the Browns could have used him. Yeah, the Browns. That's right. Because, yeah, Baker's not coming off the greatest year, and he might not get better. The Chargers come to mind. As much as I appreciate Tyrod Taylor being a Bills fan, he's not Cam Newton. Okay? So there's plenty of teams that could have used Cam's services, and the fact that only Bill Belichick offering the league minimum deal is what he ends up signing, it's nuts to me. Nuts. So, as a Bills fan, this decision of Cam's hurts me. It really does. The thing that Bills fans and Jets fans have had some hope on has been that Stidham is crap. Okay? And people were lying to themselves about Stidham because that's the only option they had. But no, Stidham was going to be hot garbage this year. And it was just going to be that defense that you had to get through. Well, now they actually have a real freaking quarterback. Because really, I think what they're going to get out of Cam is probably better than what they got out of Tom Brady last year. Brady can't move at all. At all. To the point where every time he got pressure, ball's in the dirt. He was throwing the ball in the dirt, throwing the ball away. Every time there was a chance at a sack. If that ball wasn't out of his hands and on the way to a receiver within a couple of seconds, it was in the dirt. Go back and watch the film. That guy threw the ball away or threw the ball into the turf more than anybody else last year. Because he just can't move. And the line could not protect him extremely well. All right? They put so much money into the defense that the offense has been sparse. I mean, there's no skill position talent there. They've let offensive linemen go that signed big money deals elsewhere. And after Gronk retired, that was really the last straw for Brady. So I get it. Well, now Cam has got to come in and deal with that situation that Brady left. He's going to be able to move a little bit better than Brady, so he's going to be able to extend plays. So they are going to be able to do very different things offensively, and Josh McDaniels is very much a creative offensive mind. You've only seen it when Tom Brady's gone out with injury, when Jacoby Brissett had to be used. Rushing touchdowns happened often enough when Jimmy Garoppolo was in there. The offense changed, okay? And it will change for Cam Newton. So Josh McDaniels knows what he's doing there, unfortunately. He'll be able to craft an offense that works really well with Cam Newton because God knows they are not going into the season building off of frickin' Jared Stidham. Cam Newton's going to steal that man's job probably sometime tomorrow. So if you think it's going to be Stidham starting, you're frickin' lying to yourself. But yeah, Cam is going to be a breath of fresh air for that franchise. I mean, they've needed somebody who's not so goddamn uptight and straight-laced there in that franchise for a long time. So, do I expect him getting massages next to Robert Kraft at the local rub and tug? No. But he's definitely going to be getting interesting post-game interviews. I mean, seriously, just look at the guy, what he wears, how he keeps his hair. I mean, there's style, and there's a personal flair that doesn't normally exist in Belichick's world. So this is strange to me, but I like it. I'm happy to see it happen for Cam. I really am. I'm not happy to see that he's playing in the same division as my beloved Buffalo Bills, but I think the Bills need to actually get that monkey off their back by beating the Patriots when the Patriots really should be winning. So I'm in a way happy to see this happen because I wanted the Bills to win the crown the right way, not just get it because the Patriots happened to be awful for a season. So here's their chance. Let me know what you guys think of the signing. All right? Hit me up in the comments, like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I'll see you next time.